Hey everyone, we're here on Cyrene, and they've just instituted a weekly lumberjack mission. So I thought we would check out what that is. 10,000 points worth. Let's see what this is. I don't know how many particular trees 10,000 points is going to be, but I bet it's a handful. So we are going to have to sell off a little bit of stuff real fast so we can afford some tools. The tools are bugged. You can't sell them back right now. But the Cyrene team knows about that. They're working on it. Oh wow, and they take up a lot of space in your inventory too. It's alright, they look cool. And since it's only three, we'll just throw it back in our planetary storage if we have to. And so this is where the tree cutting area has been instituted, obviously. There's someone out there right on that tree there. We'll see if there's enough trees to keep us all busy, but in any event, I think we're going to want to be using a skill pill while we're out here. Any tree harvesting I do with a skill pill active. So it looks like we're getting 1 point per board we're pulling. Time to put on the reload gear so we get more swings then. So let's see if we get more points when we pull a higher board. Yeah, we get 2 points per large board or moonleaf board from the large trees that we pull. So it'll still take a while to collect enough of those points. That's still a lot of boards. But this area has a lot of trees, so it's going to be a great area for skilling in general. And these are still all those same great looter skills that we always talk about when we do tree cutting. And so it definitely might be worth it just to use a bigger tool if you're qualified on it, if you want to rip through this mission. And I've heard some people talk about relogging after teleporting away from here to turn one of the trees one color, like pink, and the harvestable trees will be green. And I suppose that would be helpful, but there's so many trees that I don't think it's really necessary. You can just kind of scan as you harvest and find the next one pretty easy. Oh, that was a nice one. That was 30 boards right there. Oh, that was a 30 border again. We keep doing that. That'll really help us churn through the mission there. So far, we're about 5% of the way through. Nice. And so with the level 3 tool, you'll really rip through this. If you're on the level 1 tool, you're getting 1 to 2 boards a swing. Maybe you get a little big hit. Um, I don't really recall getting too many of those. I don't know what it would be like 10 boards maybe on a big hit on a level 1 tool. Those would be pretty rare. Kind of looks like this area is thinning out on trees already. I'll let him have that one. Although it's going to last the same amount of time if I was harvesting on it also. It's literally on a 30-second countdown, not a number of clicks. But people sometimes, I don't know, will say get testy on stuff like that. There's a fair amount of trees in the beginning, but it kind of looks like it petered out pretty quickly. And so let's hope that they set a pretty reasonable respawn rate here. And so I see we're getting some analysis. We always like that. I'd like to get our analysis up over 4K. We're not quite there yet. I noticed we got about a half a point of biology so far. Um, that's epic. It's a looter skill. I forget what percent right off the top of my head, but normally I'd go for that other tree that was to our side, but I want to get this huge tree. It drops those long boards that are used in a bunch of the crafting. They're the boards that have markup. Oh, it just gives 1 point per board. It doesn't care what type of board it is what I'm seeing. And so we really could just focus on the small trees and it would accelerate our path through this lumberjack mission. Especially if we keep hitting those 30 board hits. Yep, it's 1 point per board that you harvest. So if you're really wanting to churn through it, you'd find someone who has the pH4 tool. I've seen them before. I've used them before when I was on Tolan, when the boards were around 300% markup. And so I actually kind of think that it's probably more worth it to use the little on the large trees since I don't really need those boards very much. But I also noticed that we're kind of overweight already. And so we're going to use a little bit of a trick for that. And then we're just going to drop that out and recall it. Oh, we're already getting kind of down on our tool. We'll have to go repair it. I guess we could just stop right over there and repair it, I imagine, right? So, absolutely, we can. Well, I'm excited that they put some tree harvesting on this planet. It kind of looks like just a couple of people can overrun the ability for the trees to keep up. So I'm hopeful that there's another spawn of trees somewhere. This is the only one I found so far, though. But we're still getting some pretty good skills here. I don't think we're gonna get this whole weekly quest done in a single shot. And so we're up on this far northeast island. And so it looks like we've really depleted this area out. So this is where we're going to wrap up our tree hunting video for Cyrene today. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. Stay epic.